Welcome back to the Talos Principle. I'm dear darling, and who are we? What's our purpose? Why don't we just discover these questions together? I can't remember what I usually say. We have finished, of course, this level. So, did we unlock the thing upwards? I think we did. So it's been a couple of days since I played, so I don't have exact memory of what's going on, but I do remember we're slowly ascending this tower. Oh yeah, and the next one, I remember the next level has a star that we need to collect. Did we look at you? We probably looked at you. Anaheim doesn't, oh yeah, it lacks the power to stop us from climbing upwards, so we're going to continue going upwards, because for some reason Anaheim cannot see us in this tower. It seems to be a sort of blind spot for him. This tower being, of course, well, actually I don't know what the purpose of this tower particularly is, except for it exists. It's some sort of like Tower of Babel-like analogy, I've got to assume. It's meant to be like, oh, don't be tempted to do it, and maybe Anaheim will strike us down up top, I don't really know. Anaheim has offered me a deal, pearly gates and eternal life on, with the condition I turn back from the tower. I don't know what to do. Stay strong, sheep, stay strong. We got no Alexandras. Logs, we just got a level 3 for us to continue on to. And of course, as I say, this world has a star hidden in it somewhere, from what I recall. The star guide saying, so we'll be on the lookout for that, of course, and from that sort of situation, hopefully we'll be able to, you know, I don't know, do something. That I have no idea how this managed to solve it first try, but you know, that's just how you solve these puzzles, just randomly do stuff and it works. Of course, once we get the star in this world, we will of course go back down. Wow, we're really high up, huh? This tower sure goes up quite a long way. We'll go back down and do the bonus levels.
Sometimes and I see myself like some alien being. I think, who am I?
Just jammers?
Why do I have these eyes?
Recorders?
Those hands?
Well, that's a bit of a difficult
Why
question.
do I see the colors that I see?
Why do
think
I
like
see?
I did not choose to exist. I was created. Every single part of my body, every strand of my DNA is part of a story that stretches back billions of years. I exist only because of the choices and sacrifices made by so many others, but I don't know who they are. And what effect will my choices have on those who come after me? Maybe that's what it means to be human. Every species is part of the story.
So I'm not really saying much, I just kind of want to listen to what she's saying now. This feels like the end game sort of dialogue. Oh wait, hold on, maybe we should have. I mean, those are difficult questions, to be honest, Alexandra, to answer. I'm not really sure I have much of an answer for you, but this seems to be basically what we're doing, is we're sort of like stacking these things over and over and over again. So we do this, that lets us in, you let us in here, eventually, and then we can sort of just get through, like this. Perfect. I'm pretty sure the star's meant to be in this level. Maybe it's not. I don't know. If this has all been a test, then I can expect a reckoning at the top. Yet the higher I climb, the more I doubt the decisions I've made. I see now that none of us are yet ready. The cycle exists so that we may improve ourselves, but the one who reaches the summit is not our superior, for they stand on our shoulders to reach it. So that's in reference to Anaheim. So there is some sort of like endless cycle which goes on. I assume some sort of endless cycle of rebirth which goes on and on and on. Oh, there's our star. How do we get there? I'm not particularly sure. Maybe the door will open up after we finish interacting with No, that's the way we go. Okay, I don't know. We'll think about that in a sec. For now, let's do the terminal. But it seems to be some sort of infinite rebirth which starts us over and over and over again. I assume if we maybe that's what's through the pearly gates of heaven, so sort of like a reincarnation, and this is us sort of breaking out the cycle. Osiris password. And there in the tower you shall hear the rustling of the winds in the reed fields of Osiris, and you shall rejoice. But beware, for the end of your journey is not yet upon you. Thank you for installing Realistic Elevators 1.8. New features include password locking and automatic auxiliary stat generation. See something. And the scribe of Osiris wrote upon the sacred parchment that is called Ini Floor 4 password 730. Only thus can you reach Blessed Aru. Well, 730, of course, is the password then for next one. Contraries. Blake William. Without contraries, there's no progression. Attraction and repulsion. Reason and energy. Is reason and energy really a contraction? And contrary, love and hate are necessary to a human existence. From these contraries spring what the religious call good and evil. Good is a passive that obeys reason. Evil is an active springing from the energy. What? I'm not sure I I quite vibe with that. But chapter 14, the judgment of Hephaestus. I should have really looked up how to say this word. If what you say is true, and my father Hephaestus is slain, then who am I? For I was made in his image, and that image is now gone. Am I like a reflection in a mirror, to vanish when the person steps away, or have I now become Hephaestus myself, forged to be no more than a replacement, as one may purchase a new sandal from the same shoemaker? I've been reborn, and his legacy is hashtag. Okay, so just checking password 704. No, never mind, 730. It's completely remembered it wrong. And we have got to figure out how to get the star, which is weird because show current operating floor access control. Was that it? So floor 730 730 enter. Code accepted. And it's now unlocking. What was auxiliary stairway access control? Oh yeah, this is expired. And which is exit utility. Nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. How do I get the star? It can't. Does it look like any of us will fade away? Will this fade away? So how do we get in to the other side? It looks like this door might slide away, but I can't exactly tell you how. Or perhaps this door would? Maybe there's like a hidden lever? Hidden switch? Well, could we use a jammer on something? Maybe these are just fake? Can we get on top? There's not really any elevation in this level, so I'm not even sure how to get the star in the first place. I don't even know where we go in. Like, can we open this door? We can certainly see it there. Maybe there's something false here. There's a pathway here, like a ladder, in the sort of intermediary area. It is not particularly readily apparent to me what we have to do to get the star, nor can I really see anything to interact with to get the star. So maybe this is where we turn to the hint guide and see what the first hint is. How to get it. You'll have to take a leap of faith to get this one. From above. The weight of a star is from above, so we have to jump down into it from somewhere? I can't see like an entranceway. Like, can we crash in through the window? I guess. And that seems a little bit reckless, but still. If a way in is from above, then I assume we can go up a floor and we can jump down into it. I don't know what else that would entail. So let us hop on one floor up, seeing as we're here, and see if we can hop down into floor 3, because I do want to go do the star things before we ascend all the way to the top of the tower, which I assume will be the end of the game. I mean, what else could it possibly be, except for that? I mean, you can see the windows there. Hopefully we don't take fall damage, and if we do, whoops. That's all I can really say about that sort of thing. We are getting up absurdly high now. No QR code here. I wonder if sheep didn't commit the entire way. Well, we can't go outside on this one. Maybe we alternate sides. So maybe we had to go up to floor 5 to do it? I don't know. Okay. This is a lot of things. So let's just sort of randomly put... you know, it's probably not going to be like that, to be honest. We are going to just randomly put things down until it... Oh, hold on. Is this symmetrical? This could have a symmetrical answer. Hold on. Let's use symmetry again to our advantage. Because symmetry is a rather useful tool to take advantage of in these situations. So we'd be a fool, a hopeless fool, if we didn't try and use it to our advantage like we are right now. Hopefully everything fits in the situation. There we go. Appealing to symmetry is a very easy way, not easy way necessarily, but a much more simple way, I suppose, to break down some of these puzzles. Yeah, it seems like, assuming number 5 is on the other side, I think we'd have to go to number 5 and jump down onto it. And maybe we can break through a window or something? So I guess no one got this far before. I know some of my answers are wrong now. I just don't know which ones. I have these theories and wild explanations, but I don't know which to bank on. The solution to the cycle isn't the perfect perfection of one being, but the product of mass endeavour. That is why I say to all those who come after me, I will wait you on the summit of the tower, and use what I learned to assist you as I can. It's interesting how Shepard is still sort of like around to reply to Sheep's messages. So we've got some keys, we've got another audio log. What you got to say, Alexandra, about this one?
Flaws in the system.
You're telling me?
Sometimes it accesses the wrong databases.
You talking about Elohim?
Random data. I don't know how bad it is. It all seems to be stable, but I can't
For how much
tell
longer?
what kind of impact this is going to have on the process, and I just don't have the strength to go over all of the code again.
It'd be a lot of fact checking.
I just don't want it all to be for nothing.
Well, it's certainly for something. Look, we're here.
Time here. I didn't visit my parents.
Oh no.
I didn't see my friends. I did nothing but work. And I'm so scared that it didn't mean anything. That I just wasted it all because I thought we could... we could save the world.
Well, I mean, you kind of saved us at least. That's got to be something, right? I assume the assumption here that we need to actually solve this puzzle is we basically got to get as high as possible. So real us going to grab that block, put it here, jump up here, and we're going to jump on our head. Okay, perfect. Probably on our head now. We're going to walk over here, and we're going to jump on this block, and we're just going to go jump, 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 jump. And then we'll, stop. It's quite possible that we need to actually put this cube, now I think about it, on your head as well. Just so we can go high enough. We are quite high up like this, but it did in fact work. And no fall damage, luckily. Or I don't know if these puzzles aren't necessarily easy or anything. Or if perhaps we're just really good now. There seems to be quite amazed. Isn't it interesting with these scratch things? They kind of look like scratched out QR codes to me. I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but nonetheless, let us talk to, well, not actually Milton, but, you know, we haven't seen Milton. We're meant to take Milton. I don't know how that really works, though. I don't know how we're going to do it particularly. Sacred numbers. And so the blessed messenger revealed unto me the bones of New Jerusalem, slumbering in the dust that was the body of Adam, awaiting the day of resurrection. And lo and behold, within the dust was concealed a holy fire, and the fire, the sacred numbers, of which the ones you seek is 460. Okay, I perceive with the holy fire and the sacred knowledge of numbers and sigils the rekindling. 460. Athena 16. A second awakening in. The fires burned here, but beyond the incense she could smell the cold winds from the kingdom of Artemis where something. But I am not Hephaestus, as you see. For though I wield his hammer and know the secrets of his forge, I am not lame. I'm not lame, I'm cool, I'm rad. Not like old Hephaestus. And neither am I a god. Who are you then? They asked. Is this meant to be a reflection of our own story? I don't know if anyone's ever going to read this, but if you do, if we succeeded, then I want you to know that Alexandra stayed until the last moment. I'm leaving, too tired, too broken, desperate for a moment of peace with my remaining loved ones, but she's still there, and she won't give up. And yes, there are thousands like her all over the world, giving everything they have because they believe in humanity, but she's the one that I know, as a real person, a colleague, a friend. I know that she likes peanut ice cream and hates strawberry, that her favourite band is Pink Floyd, and that her favourite poet is Blake. Oh, which we saw before. That her favourite TV show is Futurama, that studied at Cornell, and her dad's name was Carl. That mum's name was... I don't know if I should be ashamed for leaving, but I know that I'm proud of her. She was the best of us. Remember her. We can't forget her. She's going to be probably the only one I remember from all of this stuff. Because of the number of logs we ran into of her story that we've seen. She was truly there until the very end. And that's admirable, to say the very least. So we've got floor 5, 460. And if it turns out we can't actually access it through floor 5, then I'm going to look at more of a guide. But I assume it is through floor 5, we can jump down and do it. I wonder what Elohim will say when we exit the tower, being like, hey, we kind of like almost climbed up all the way to the top. What you got to say about that, Elohim? And Elohim would be like, do not be tempted by the snake's, I don't know, false charms. I'll be like, stop it, you Elohim, you just don't want to die. You know, no one wants to die. The end of it all is a scary thought, I suppose, in the end, but that doesn't mean necessarily we should be perpetuating this endless cycle, this endless meaningless cycle through to the end. You got to think about us as well, you know? Is that where we need to jump down to? I don't know. I guess we'll figure out if there's any fall damage or not in this game. I don't know if we've really fallen from that large a height before. I know we've fallen off our island in the Messenger's Island, but that normally hasn't been that big a deal. I don't know what this is. It's like an incinerator or something? A coffin? I don't know. We haven't seen it on the previous ones. It's just really quiet now. There's another one which we can appeal to symmetry to. Whether we want to or not, I don't know, but perhaps there's some sort of meaning behind it, the fact that all of these have been rather symmetrical, huh? Do this, do this, do this, do this. Yada da da da. It's all very nice. I wonder if these sort of sigils, like, there's an intended solution for these sort of things which make out some sort of significant shape in regards to the story. Not that I know particularly, but it's just sort of I guess.
I can't keep my eyes open anymore.
Oh, Alexandra.
I think this.
Oh, we had to do platforming?
The end of.
I hear a bird.
Me.
Many birds.
I don't believe that I will continue to exist.
No. You will in our hearts. You know, there's 2 times you die. One for real, physically, and yeah, and second in when your name dies or whatever.
Some part of my
Look how high up we are.
that will persist. But all the evidence says that when
It kind of
my brain
worked.
dies, I will be gone. I've lived my life, never turning away from the truth.
I feel quite sad
Even
now,
if it
Alexandra.
scares me. And
Which I suppose is the point, so I'm not like, oh, you know, human emotion. It's
face
like, oh,
my own end. And
a true hero.
and say with absolute conviction that it was good to be human.
Heck yeah. Life worth living, huh? Alright, guess we're jumping. I think we missed. Quite before, huh? You got nothing to say, Anaheim? We're sort of just going back into the tower, I hope you don't mind. Okay, so which one? We very obviously missed. By quite a large margin. I don't know if we were meant to go all the way out of the thing or not. I'm surprised Anaheim's being so quiet throughout all of this. You would have thought he'd be like, do not go back in there. And you'd like propose some sort of bargain. And I'd be like, yeah, okay, but like, whatever. Wait, did we read these QR codes? On returning from the tower, I feel a great... on returning from the tower, I feel a great tiredness and enormous energy. What I now know disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge, I might provide a shoulder for you, the giants of tomorrow. The view from the top must be incredible. It is, although also not real, I suppose, in a certain aspect. Does that take away from it? Not necessarily, I don't think. Uwela elevator, there it is. Let's perhaps not miss our diving board jump this time. But it certainly does seem like we are meant to jump from the 5th floor. I mean, there's quite an evident window, quite an evident like walkout platform, random pigeons, which is like the first life form we've seen. I'm not actually sure if it is the first life form we've seen. So this is floor 1. Let's just make sure we pay attention to the things we need to particularly hit. That's floor 3. No, that's floor 3. Right? Oh no, there's just intermediary like things. Oh, so that's floor 4. That's floor 2. The one we saw before. Okay. We just had to jump a little bit closer to the base. Perhaps not just completely fly out for no apparent reason. I wonder if there's like a... Because I know there's multiple endings to this game. I wonder if there's like a sort of ending if you like go all the way to the top of the tower and reject it and go back down and go through the gates again. I'm not sure why you do that, like from a lore perspective, but it seems like it'd be kind of funny. Okay. I don't know if we missed it again. Oh. Perfectly on... I didn't even notice that window was open, to be perfectly honest. But we got it now. The final star we needed to go to the Star Islands, which of course we'll head over to. How do we get out? Luckily a ladder here. Question is, who built this ladder? I don't know. I mean, I guess we could sort of just jump out again, right? We don't have to take the elevator down. Seeing as there's no fall damage. We're a rather sturdy robot. I'm surprised there's... You know, there might be an Easter egg on some of those other platforms. You'd have thought. Like if you fall on the top thing. I'm just going to call the elevator here, so it'll be next time we go to it. You would have thought there'd be like something waiting atop one of those other rooms, like an Easter egg. I have been told there's a lot of Easter eggs that I should perhaps go back and look for. I wonder if we'll be able to see the elevator as it comes down. Oh, yeah, we can. Cool. Not that we really care all that much about it right now, because we need to go to a World Sea and go to the stars. Because we want to see that final, the sort of grey levels. And I must say, the grey levels have been a lot of fun. At least World B's grey levels are pretty fun. There's one of Cat's Cradle, Merry-Go-Round, and something else. I don't remember Merry-Go-Round, actually. Oh, Peekaboo. Peekaboo was a weird one, wasn't it? Is that was the one where I was like, this is a really surprisingly easy level. Who can, of course, forget Dum Dum Mine from World A. And sorry, tempting Kates of Redemption or Resurrection, but we are not tempted by you. I wonder what these grey sigils are for. Do you think there will be like a... When we get to the top of the tower, there will be like a final gate we have to use the grey sigils to open up and get through? That seems pretty in spirit of a game. I don't remember where the Star World is, to be perfectly honest. Is it around here? Is it up there? Oh, there it is. In the corner. Stuck in the corner with you. So if there is some sort of reincarnation thing, thematic going on, do you think that Shepard is actually just us in a previous life? I don't know. I don't think I have an answer for you there. Oh, this is another one which we could have appealed to symmetry for, but we didn't. Hold on. Let's do again the appeal to symmetry. It's surprising how many of these are actually quite symmetrical. Isn't that? Well, maybe it's not to you, but it is to me. Okay, I know we're appealing to symmetry, but this symmetry is unfortunately not going to work like this. So perhaps we should be a bit more, not cautious necessarily, but think about what we do a little bit more. This don't make sense, what we're doing here. Oh, it does make sense. No, it doesn't. We have T-shapes left, I forgot. Okay, reset the skin. What if we start with these in the corner? That's me in the corner. Watching you kiss her. Somehow I'll keep dancing on my own. This isn't going to work, is it? But can we make it work? We're going to make it work, 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 work. No, it's not going to work, work, work. Because that obviously is not very possible shape for us to recreate. I mean, I guess we could do something like this. And like this, and then what? I don't know. Just trying to experiment, just trying to see what sticks and what does not. I think this is just going to end up not being useful. Oh yeah, we already have one of those down there. I forgot about that. Okay. These cubes are rather annoying. There must be something nice that we can do with them rather than just sort of like this. But as soon as we got it worked out for one side, then you know we're good. This very evidently is not going to work. It's not going to work out. We cannot commit to it. This also probably is not going to work either. We've got to think about this more than we currently are. Which is not really at all, to be perfectly honest. But that's kind of how I've been doing all these puzzles. But I should really try to be more considerate about what piece I'm putting where. To actually get something, which makes sense. But also that takes effort. What if we just don't do it symmetrically? If only. In another life, that maybe worked. I mean, we could do it vertically symmetrically. Who says we had to do it horizontally symmetrically? We could do like this, and then we can... no, hold on. No, if we do it vertically, or sorry, horizontally, symmetrically. Oh, we can't, because it's got 5. So it would force this, it would force this, it would force, well, it doesn't quite force this, but it forces at least this placement, which then is difficult to work with, to be perfectly honest. Some would say nigh impossible, so I would think this is not how we're meant to do it. Come on, we can't get stuck at this last hurdle here. We come so far to lose it all, but in the end it doesn't even matter. It's a square. The square is so annoying. Why are you such a weird shaped square? I'm sorry, you can't really help it, but still. Would it kill you to be a little bit more convenient to work with? Like, what if we had this sort of shape? What could we do with this? That's a good question. We could also just make it rotationally symmetrical. You ever think about that? No, we can't. Hold on. No, we can't. Because these are mirrored objects, aren't they? So we can't do this because then the square has to be above it. So perhaps we can do something like this. But then what? These shapes are very awkward to work with. Some would say very unfeasible. Some would say that perhaps the square should not be in the middle then. Following this deduction, I say perhaps you're right, but I don't know where it should go otherwise. Maybe this shouldn't be here? But where does this go? This has to be like up here somewhere. It's just the same thing I'm doing again. Okay, so we established a square can't be in the middle. The square has to be on the side somewhere. It has to be one of the reflected pieces. And perhaps we can do something like this. And it feels like we have a solution here somewhere. Somewhere hidden in this mess. Actually, there can't be. No, look at it. There's no mess hidden in the solution. Oh, no solution hidden in this mess. Bless this mess. That's just the same thing upside down. What did you expect to accomplish on that? Not a lot. It really is surprisingly difficult. Shockingly so. Not that I expect it necessarily to be easy, but you would have expected me to randomly stumbled upon the answer by now. At least I would have. What sort of shape does this leave? What if we had something which had this at the top and this at the bottom? What if we put an L piece here and then realise we can't put anything else down in that corner, so this cannot be the solution? What if we did this and then followed up with a little bit of this, and not that, but this? Where does the square go? Good question. Didn't think about that. Put this here, then the square can go up here. Where does the T block go? Why is this here? T block goes here? That doesn't make any sense. Why is it so difficult? You really would have thought I'd stumble into the solution by now, but I really haven't. That's the craziest part to me. I feel like I've tried many different arrangements now. Obviously, none of them being quite the right one. But you would have thought with a number I've tried, there's at least some sort of like little hidden gem on what I'm doing. Instead, it seems like we're getting further and further from the answer every time. You know, it happens. You hit like a stopping point where you're just like, what? This doesn't even make sense. Why is this so difficult compared to the previous ones? I wonder what functioning about this one makes it feel like it's so much harder to figure out. Maybe we should give up on the symmetry. Maybe this one is one of the ones which can't be... I'm not saying if there's multiple, but maybe this one is just one which cannot be done through symmetry. It has to be done through just like sort of putting pieces down. Now, if we had 3 squares, this would be a 6 solution. Unfortunately, we have neither all of those squares nor enough. How can we move things about to possibly, even remotely possibly, just get a big line? Well, this can't be the solution because nothing else can go here except for this shape. I don't know. I very much don't know. But we can slot this here. We can perhaps put this up there. Slot this here. And again, we're missing the wrong shape. It's amazing how many sort of problems you can get from these sort of puzzles, hey? Amazing about their difficulty, their challenge. Unfortunately, this doesn't work. Hey, what if we did it like, I don't know, I kind of like this sort of, it's a very satisfying arrangement what we got so far, but it's obviously not very helpful as of right now either. What can we do about this? What can we do about this? We need some funky T-shapes. Funky rhythms. Ooh, ah, it's the wrong one. That's really close though. And now that is right. Oh, that took a long time. But we finally did it. And we're loading into World C, where we got something 9. Oh yeah, I should probably open up my notepad and get that thing out. Actually, let's just round this episode off here and I'll open my notepad in between the episodes. But yeah, this is Star World C, I suppose. But for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Talos Principal. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord. Follow me just down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.